Hey there, and welcome to Heart to Art number 2. For today's spread, I decided to work on something near and dear to my heart, which is my mother's passing, and I wanted a way to process it. So I thought I'll just make it a lesson. So I start with the Caran d'Arche watercolor crayons, and I just put down random colors. Favorite colors of hers or something bright. I'm finding this is a great way to get started and get away from that blank page. I think I used sepia and some pink, and the pink goes through both pages because I wanted there to be movement and motion in this spread, even though it's a spiral bound book. Once I get the crayons down, and I'm probably reaching for something else, I wanted to write out my feelings. And I love writing big and sloppy and overlapping. It's something I learned from my friend Dina, and it's great because it gives the journal a certain kind of look, and other people might not be able to read what it says, but you're expressing everything. And I think especially for a personal spread like this, getting words out and writing things and even just telling it secrets that you wouldn't say to anyone else. This is a great way to do that because we'll be putting subsequent layers of paint over this, so no one will be able to see it. I felt slightly vulnerable writing all this stuff out, but I don't think you can read very much of it, which is fine. And I'm just using various paint markers. I find that the Molotow worked the best, and the ones that didn't really work were the Liquitex paint markers. So just adding random text, balancing out the composition, and adding that movement in with a neon pink marker. And then, this is just golden heavy body titanium white paint, and so you get that white space back that you lost with the crayons. And see, you just cover stuff up and things will bleed through and not. And then I will go in with Dina Wakley's black gesso, which I'm in love with, and I'm finding that adding this contrast to my work really helps the page kind of pop more. It's something I've been working on, and just these random dots. It's just something I started doing, and I'm just exploring it and seeing where it goes. And that's a lot of fun when you art journal, is just exploring new facets of yourself. These are stamps that I've made. I love the way that the crayon and the gesso and the stamps kind of layer under all the paint that I'll be adding later on, and they really kind of allow me to figure out what I'm going to say. There's stuff in your subconscious that you don't know about, and this really kind of helps you get in touch with that. So I'm collaging on pieces from this video's collage sheet with regular gel medium and a catalyst tool because it doesn't dye like paintbrushes when you try to glue them. So I'm just adding in some collage, finding some elements on the collage sheet to paste down, and looking for a spot. The great thing about this video series is I don't edit anything out, so I will make mistakes and fix them. And I just wanted to add some more papers, so just again adding more stuff and layers and seeing where it goes. For this one I also printed out pictures of my mother that go with a couple of the photographs that are on the collage sheet that I really loved, these sepia toned photographs, and that was Gold Spray by Heidi Swap over black gesso, and then this is some purple of the high flow acrylics from Golden. I'm really liking how the drips look on my journal pages. That gold really pops against the black. So now I'm adding in some of my own kind of sepia tones to go with the photograph, but I also want contrast. So I put down some turquoise, which contrasts really well with yellows and the sepia. And then added more purple because that was my mom's favorite color. And then I mixed the white in on the page with a catalyst tool to give it kind of a messy, unfinished look, which I really love doing. And adding in some more drops. Now I add these drops in and I hate it. So what I have to do is blot it all up and kind of try to fix it the way I can, paste something from the collage sheet on top of it, which really worked. And you can do that. And the texture over there I just really love in that lower right hand corner of that page, because of all the different layers that had to go into creating it. So I'm cutting out another element, and it's like this, just pieces of the photographs that I have on my collage sheet. Just this one was like the big open wide sky and looking forward and looking up, and it seemed fitting to go next to the sun. And then the other part of the picture is another one of my mother, and I add that down below. So this week for the collage sheet, I decided to add in some handwritten elements because I got so many questions about what pen I use. And for all of that brush writing, I use a Pentel pocket brush, which is one of the best supplies I've ever bought. So I added some writing in for you guys, and that actually is neon orange, but it's not showing up very neon on the screen. So I added some white in to kind of calm it down. There's always something great about neon. And again, adding the white paint with that catalyst tool, adding dots with my fingers, just kind of, at this point, I was just really in the flow of it. And it's really cool to kind of see what happens and how things form and getting your fingers dirty, adding in more color. So now I've added in some paint, and I started writing with the cobalt teal, and then I decided it looks really cool if you carve into the paint, so like a stripe of paint over the black and then do that. One of the reasons I did this was for contrast. The other is that I don't have very much of it left, and I wanted to use something precious on the page. So I saw a dream catcher, or a friend saw a dream catcher over there on the left hand side, and it really kind of fueled what I was writing and what I did later on with this is the acrylic ink in Hot Mama Red. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, and then this is a white pen. This is the new graphics line painter by Derwent, and it is amazing. I had to burp it a little bit there to kind of get the words coming down, but it's a 0.5 nib. It's the finest white pen I've ever found, and it's pretty reliable. I've really enjoyed using it for a while, and I can journal with it, and they come in a bunch of different colors. This is a really great pen if you can get to it and you want to try out a new white pen. I really enjoy, love working with it. And then I just went in and added in some more words, journaled a bit, added in some more purple with a paint pen, kind of doodled here and there, and finished it off with what I was thinking. This is the gray graphic line painter that I have, and I just add little details. It turns into something. And then I did these little check marks, and I just put in what her age was when she passed, just to have that on there. I don't know how much she would like if she knew I was posting, but that's my journal spread and how I coped. So visit me on the blog to see some more pictures and read more about this project. Thank you for watching.